Hello parents, I wanted to show you a quick tutorial on how to navigate around Edmodo, and so you can use it to follow your students' progress in my class. So first you just want to go to edmodo.com. It's pretty simple. And when you come up to this screen, there is a big button for a teacher or a student, but it's a little smaller to see I'm a parent. So make sure you click that one. The first thing you need to put in is your parent code. This is something that you can get from your student. You can watch the student tutorial to see where that is on your student's page to make them give it to you, or you can just send me an email or contact me and I can get that code for you. That code is individual to your student. It is not the same as the group code that is on the syllabus. The group code gets your student into the class on Edmodo, but if you want to follow your students' particular assignments, then you're going to want to use this parent code. Then you can click relation, mom, dad, other, put in your name. It does require you to put an email address in, and then you can create a password, agree to the terms of service, and then sign up. So I'm going to sign in as an example parent to show you some of the features that you have access to on your child's account. After you signed up for the first time, every time you sign in after that, it'll just ask for your email address and your password to log in. So here's an example of what you will see when you log in. First, there's the home button, which will always bring you back to the home page. Next is the calendar or planner. What this does will show you a calendar of your students' work. So right now I don't have any assignments loaded, but if we go back to old classes for the example student that I had, right there was some, you can see some assignments when they were due. So you can pull up the week or the month and see any assignments that are due for your student. So that's very helpful. You have this calendar right here for you to show your student when they have things due and to remind them that they have things due. Another way to see what your student has due, if we go home, you have notifications. So here's notifications when you have new grades. When your student receives a grade on something on Edmodo, you'll see it there. Remember that this is not all the grades your student will have. They will have some grades that are not on Edmodo. But if we check out the new grade, it'll show what assignment it was and it'll show what they got on that assignment. At this point, you can actually look at the assignment and you can see what the assignment was, see any files that I uploaded with it, their grade, and then you can actually see what your student submitted as well as any comments I may have made on it. So if we click on that, you'll see that this is what the student submitted. And one interesting thing about Edmodo, you can see my comments on there. And if you look at this little spyglass preview, you'll be able to see the actual student's work in a web browser. So if you have something, if you don't have Word at home, for instance, but you still want to see a Word document that your student submitted, if you use that little spyglass feature, you can still see it, or you can download the document as well. More notifications if we go back. So there was the new grade, and there was one for the new assignment comment where I commented on that assignment. So if there's an upcoming event or a late assignment or an assignment due, all those will come up as notifications here as well. So not only can you use the calendar, but also for the first time an assignment pops up as due, you'll be able to see it there. You'll also get a scrolling news feed of different things that I post and your student posts to Edmodo. Also, if you have more than one student on Edmodo, you can click Add a Student, and you can enter that student's parent code, and then you can add it to this account, so you only need one sign-in for both or all of your students. Next thing is very helpful is your account info. So if you go to your account and go to settings, there are a few different things you can do, the general information, but a big thing is email and text updates. So what you can do here is select your email address or select text messages or both, and sign up for alerts for whenever I post alerts, replies, notes, or assignments. So again, there's another way you can keep track of what assignments are due. Now again, these are only assignments that I post to Edmodo, not every single assignment, but the major assignments are posted to Edmodo. Those would be our major papers are almost all going to be on Edmodo. So it is a really good way to keep up with your students' assignments. The last thing we want to look at is our students' grades. So if this is your student right here, you can look at their profile and you can also look at their grades. So when you click this, you'll have to click which class. So if they have more than one class that's using Edmodo, you can see all of them here. You click on this one, you'll be able to see every assignment that I've posted for them, and you see that these are not turned in. So you'll see if they did not turn it in. If it says waiting, that means they did turn it in, but it's waiting for a grade. And then also you'll see if there's an actual grade there. Now, one thing to keep in mind, there's a total grade right here. Make sure that you don't assume that that is their actual grade for the course. Again, remember there are grades besides those on Edmodo, and this grade only shows out of assignments on Edmodo. In addition to that, some assignments that are on Edmodo, they may have turned in class. So you want to make sure that you check their grade on School Fusion. That is the most accurate grade. However, if they have a paper that's due on Edmodo, they should be turning it in on Edmodo. So make sure that you can see that there, and you'll be able to see their grades there. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that students can message me on Edmodo, but there is no feature to allow parents to message me on Edmodo. So the best way to get in touch with me instead of that is my email address, which is on the syllabus. All right, thank you for watching, and make sure to contact me if you have any questions.